So at the church camp, I had an amazing time. I was able to meet new people and create friendships. During that time, it was also a really eye-opening experience. I not only built wheelchair ramps for people that needed them, but I also realized how lucky I am to be young and able-bodied and not have to worry about being in a wheelchair ramp. We also had a prayer walk, and I felt like I just got a one-on-one with God and had a really amazing time. Thank you.
This week was one of the most eye-opening weeks that I've ever experienced. To see how excited our client was when we finished the ramp was very moving. The last ramp we did, which everyone took part in after we finished the other ramps, was for a lady who fell and broke her pelvis. She found out the day we built the ramp for her that she had a nerve damage in her leg and they don't know if she will ever be able to walk again. After we finished the ramp, we all went inside her home and laid hands on her and prayed for her. She was very thankful for us being there and praying for her. On our way home from Mission Week, we stopped to eat. We noticed a family sitting with the Red Cross organization. My uncle, Billy Whitt, went over and talked to them. Come to find out, their house burned down the night before. We all went over and laid hands on the family and the Red Cross members and prayed for them. This was such a great way to end such a powerful week and learn how to help people in our everyday lives. I think that is what we are called to do as Christians, and I'm so glad I got to experience this amazing week.
My work group last week that Kurt was put in charge of, we were assigned the largest ramp out of the whole camp. And so I'll admit at the beginning of the week, it didn't seem very exciting because we thought that we wouldn't be able to finish it. We were very scared. And after the first day, I think Whitley and Kurt can agree that we absolutely killed it. And we knew that we were going to be able to do it for her. And we were very happy about that. And she was very happy about that. And whenever we finished that, it was just unforgettable how she was just walking up and down and she was so excited about it. And we couldn't have been able to do that without the donations from our congregation and the congregation at the other church. And so we thank y'all from that. And we thank the adults that left their work and their family for a whole week to come do this and help us out. So.
So I guess besides going off for a week with young adults that you don't know, public speaking is probably right up there with the list of things that you might not want to do, but when Billy Witt catches you on the way out at the end of a week and you just want to get home to your own bed, you have agreed to anything. So we'll give this a shot. So when Billy, in one of the council meetings, Billy brought up that he was looking for adults to go off with the youth group for a week. You know, it really kind of said, hey, you know, it's time to stop standing on the sidelines. It's time to get involved. And so I texted Holly. I was like, hey, what do you think about this? Hoping in the back of my mind she would say no, so that way I would have an excuse. Hey, it doesn't fit in our schedule. I'm sorry, Billy. You know, you have to find somebody else. So, but she immediately responded, said, yes, I think that'll be great. And then I was like, oh no, I've got to go through with this. So I told Billy, yeah, I'm in. So I immediately start getting emails from a guy named Bill Lamont with, you know, almost to the level of AutoCAD drawings of wheelchair ramps. I'm not a builder. This was a little unnerving to see, you know, the level of detail that this man had gone to for a wheelchair ramp. I was thinking it's a ramp, you know, it's not a big deal. So the emails continued to come, and then as we got closer, I started getting emails from a guy named Jordan Payne. And when you start to get the schedule and you see shower homes on there, I immediately texted Billy and I was like, what is a shower home? So apparently, you know, it's a place where you go every day and knock on the door and ask to use their shower. So I learned a lot this week. So when we left, I had the guys with me and they fell asleep about 10 minutes in. It was the quietest trip. But by the time we got there, they were ready to go. And so at the beginning of the week, I didn't really know, you know, I'd seen Miller, I'd seen Whitley, I didn't really know them. But when they were in my group, I was pretty happy. And I got 2 of the kids from Bel Air, which is the other church that we meet up with from there. But it was a really amazing experience. It was awesome to do something for somebody that, it gives them freedom. It gives them the ability to get out of their house and to be able to go places and do things and not be tied to her house. And I think she told us at one point she had been trapped in her house for like 5 weeks because she didn't trust the steps that she was going down. So, and just working with these guys and being around them every day was just so great. They're such a good representation of their homes and their churches and their communities. And they do such awesome work. I learned lots. I learned about pirates in a boat. Don't Google that. But it was a really fulfilling week. So like Miller said, our ramp was 60 foot long because it was a pretty high porch to begin with, and it had a switchback, but they knocked that out, and they were really great. And so then we all converged on the 5th wheelchair ramp and got it knocked out, and at the end of the week, it was really powerful. And so, at night we would have free time and we would play games, pickleball, they played signs. The Thursday night had a prayer walk. And I had never done a prayer walk before. By that point, you're so tired, you just want to, you're kind of working through it and trying to get done. And that was probably the most emotionally difficult, I would say, night of the entire camp, because it forced you to look inward on yourself and your relationship with God and how you treat other people. And there was 12 different steps, and just seeing these young adults go through that and spend the time and be in the Bible, and you see the tears and the red eyes and you know that there's work being put in there. It's just not going through the motions. It was an awesome experience. At the end of the night, I was ready to lay down somewhere, didn't really care where, just needed to sleep. So, but these kids do amazing work. This is an amazing mission. Billy and Shannon and Jordan and Rebecca do awesome. That's one of the reasons why it does so well, is because of the relationship that the 4 of them have, not only with each other, but with these kids. And so I think it was an awesome trip. I'll be ready to do it again by next year. But it was an amazing time, and I'm really happy that I got to be a part of it.